On first down, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown. Matt LaCosse, 75 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 28 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 49 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Michelle looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. To throw again, Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th
from the gun. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kirk now, the return man. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Kenyon Drake. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 7.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Newton on 1st down. It's complete. James White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings
The
up
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
to James White.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Patriots 1st down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's at the 35-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does his job. And the former Arizona Wildcat, Folk, gets this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 11.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again is Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Newton on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 40.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Newton. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
At the 22-yard line. It's a
so 2nd and 4 from the 22. A give. This is Michelle. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Phillips. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it's Michelle once again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete.
Murray's pass. Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
The stop made by Jordan Phillips.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Newton.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier. Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
From the 16, Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dante Hightower. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cardinals 21. Patriots.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Check it out. 20.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those Cardinals.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the gun, Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. End up making a nice play.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Cam Newton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Cardinals 21, Patriots 16.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, and now some space to operate. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start the drive with Drake. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Here's Bird to return. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got White here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And nothing but daylight ahead.
They ain't ready for us.
10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their
After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He finds an opening past the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.